Okay, so what have we learned? Not enough yet. Okay. Next thing I have to go over is the city card. Remember? The unit card. The city card. Alright, we got some buttons here to do things. Let's start at the top with the buttons here. Change city production. This is actually split into three parts, if you see. Three different tabs here. One is production, which is production from the land and your people. Purchasing with gold and purchasing with faith. Okay? Production from your land, purchasing with faith, purchasing with gold. Alright. That's pretty self-explanatory. Managing citizens. You can manually tell your people where to go. Hopefully you won't tell them to go to hell. Okay? We have a population 1 here in Rome, which we like to call a megapolis. Okay, but you'll see 2 tiles are actually worked. This means that somebody is working, a citizen is working at. Well, your city center is always worked. Okay? And the population indicates how many guys you have working other tiles in your city. So, 1. Okay? Now, let's say I didn't want him getting these 3 production and 1 food here. Maybe I want 3 food instead. I can click over there and you'll see it's got a little lock there. What that little lock means is that you put it there, you're going to have to take it off because the city manager won't do it for you. So if you come in here and mess around with stuff and forget to take it off by clicking on it again later when, let's say you got rid of the cows, I don't know. When situation changes, then it's going to stay locked there forever unless you take it off. Alright, so let's say if I want to lock this one, I always want that 3 production, I could do that. Actually, I like that idea. But it would be good to grow quicker because then I can build a settler quicker. So in some instances, you might want to come in here and futz with it. Just remember, if you come in here and futz with it and put a lock on something, it's on you. Okay? That's the Manage Citizen screen. This is Purchase Tile screen. And you'll see that you can purchase all of these tiles if you had 50 gold, but we don't have 50 gold. That's a little gold icon. We need 40 more. We're broke. So, we can't purchase any tiles, but if we do want to purchase tiles, we can come in here and purchase them. The city will also, dependent upon your culture, start expanding towards a specific tile, and I will show you that in a bit. And this is the city details screen. Okay? This is split into 3 parts, but let's start here. You could change the name of your city. Just click on it, type in the new name, hit the enter key, wham. Alright. Now, 3 tabs on this one are citizens, amenities, and housing, districts, buildings, wonders, and trading posts, and pantheon, belief, and religious citizens. These are details about this specific city here. So 3 parts of this are citizens, amenities, and housing. Citizens, amenities, and housing. Okay? I could have probably split that up a little better, but... Alright. So citizens basically talks about your food, consumption, production, surplus, and your growth. You can see that right from here. Amenities talks about your happiness. Okay, amenities make people happy. You'll see that we are getting an amenity, but we don't even require one, which makes our people happy. Here's the bonuses we get from that happiness. We get a plus 10% citizen growth, and we get 5% non-food yields. That would be production and gold. which is non-food yields. That means stuff that's not food. Okay. And you can see there's a whole list of where you can get amenities from. We are getting ours from entertainment. And our total amenities is 1. And to gain amenities, our advisor says improve luxury resources. Now you can move this up and down with your mouse wheel. Housing section. Housing is important for growth. If you don't have enough housing, it's hard to grow. You get a lot of homeless people. People start getting annoyed. Next thing you know, at revolution. We have 6 housing per 1 citizen. Our population growth rate is normal. There's no positive to it. There's no negative to it. And we're getting our housing from 1 from buildings and 5 from fresh water. For a total of 6 housing. To get more housing, place improvements such as farms, which are 0.5, fishing boats 0.5, pasture 0.5, plantation 0.5, camp 0.5. So 2 camps will get you 1 housing. Okay. So you can see you'd have to build a lot of improvements to catch that 5 from fresh water. What did I say? Okay, let's move on to the next section. Here's the city breakdown. We have 0 districts of 1 possible, which is a lie. We have 1 district. We have the city center. It is considered a district. So when you read things like promotions on units that say something about a district, it counts for the city center also. Okay. And in fact, the city center is a district. See it? Districts and buildings. It would be right here, and Monument would be the building in the district. So, some bonehead messed that up. Okay? So our city center district has a monument in it. We knew that, which gives us +2 culture. That when it says +2, that means every turn you get 2 culture. Okay? That's how we're getting some of that 3.5. The other one, I don't know where the 0.5 is coming from. We're getting 1 from the Palace. Now, Palace is a unique building that you get in 1 city, your capital. Okay. Can't move it. It's going to be in your capital. It gives you these bonuses: +2 production, +5 gold, +2 science, +1 culture, and also 1 housing and 1 entertainment. Okay? Which is not listed here, but it's true. Okay? We don't have any wonders built, so there are no wonders listed. And we do have a trading post, which is unusual, but we have that bonus of getting a trading post automatically. Yep. So, when you build your second city, and you say, wow, this city kind of sucks compared to the capital, the reason why is the capital has a palace. Your new city doesn't. Okay? And you get production, food, science, and culture from it. Main thing probably being production, because you'll be saying, wow, I can't make things as fast as I can in the capital. There you go. And we cannot talk about religion yet because we don't have one. So we will wait to talk about that. And there we go. We have almost completed a turn, and my recording says 48 minutes. I'm sorry. We're not even done. Now we've got this down here. Okay, this bar with these circles on it. What does this mean? Well, basically, this is a way for you to focus your city on specific type of production. Okay? Not to confuse the 2 words of production with, but to focus your city on different things. So let's say I wanted to focus on culture. I would click here. Let's say I don't want to focus my citizens on culture. I don't want them to do any culture. I click it again. Okay? Let's say I want the city manager to handle that because I'm a bonehead and I don't want to mess it up. I just turn it off. So each of these, if I wanted to focus on food, it changed to +5. It was +3. Turn it off. it went to +3, and let the city manager handle it as +3. If I want to focus on production, can't get it any bigger, turn it off, I can get it to 3.1, and let the manager do it at 6.3. Alright, so you get the point on that, right? That's what that's for. Just like this screen, this does not turn itself off. So if you start futzing with it, remember that you futz with it. Your people start starving and you can't figure out that you've got it like that, you're going to have a problem. You might have accidentally clicked it too. Well, I just taught you something. So if you find you have a problem like that, always check that. Make sure you didn't accidentally click there. We can't cycle through our cities, but these little things here cycle forward and backwards through all your cities. We only have one city, so if you hit this little arrow, it would move you to the next city. Okay, so here's like a quick overview of what's happening in Rome, the seat of our republic. Yes, we're a republic right now, trust me. Actually, we're going to be a chiefdom, but we have 2 buildings. We know what they are. Palace, monument. Okay. 0 religious citizens, because we haven't found religion yet. Or I guess God hasn't come to us. I don't know. We've got +1 amenities. We know that's coming from the palace in the form of entertainment. Green is always good. Our housing, we're using 1 of 6 housing capacity. We have 1 citizen. That's the symbol for citizen behind the 1. And we will grow in 14 turns. Okay. We are also producing in our production queue a scout who has a strength of 10 and a movement of 3. And a little description is fast moving ancient era recon unit. And that will take 5 turns to complete. And that is it for the interface. Except for one small detail. Messages. Over here on the right, and it will run all the way up if you get a lot of messages, are messages that aren't necessary to resolve before the end of the turn, but you might want to look at. For example, it says, if you had your guys on automatic, the only way you'd know is that you hit a tribal village is if you see the message over here that you found a tribal village. Okay. Well, you're moving the guy around manually, you're liable to see it. Although sometimes you'll miss it hiding in a jungle or something. Okay. So if you point at it, it will give you the pop out. Leave the mouse there, you can read it. Okay. You know, move it away, the pop out will disappear. If you want to get rid of it, if you say, yep, I've resolved that, it's taken care of, I understand, all you got to do is, well, some of them will open other things. So I will say that first. For example, if you want to know where that was, I'll left click on it. Ah, right to there. All right, so, and to get rid of it, to make it go away, just right click on it. It's gone. You can't get it back. Too late. That's it. Oh, one last thing. Some people don't notice this, but you have an analog scale here for what era you are in. It'll tick up with this little ticker. And if you point here, you'll see that. Also on the other side, I showed you little circles. It's like a queue of things that you have to resolve before you can end your turn. I think that's about it.